This video is about why she is the 1% and why most women never become her. You are living like 99% because no one ever told you the rules of the 1% woman. Pretty routines, Pinterest habits, and the perfect Instagram feed don't make you her. Discipline does, standards do, high morals do, emotional control does. But not every woman is meant to be her, because most women are not willing to lose comfort, people, or their old identity. But do you dare to have her X factor? What if I told you that she is not special or chosen? She just simply figured out the game, and you and I can do the same. So come and see how I live my life in Dubai while I spill the tea. I am Annella, an independent artist, singer, and songwriter with millions of streams on Spotify and YouTube. I split my life between Dubai and Denmark, balancing music, family, and femininity. Welcome to my world, where we level up, where we set high standards for ourselves first, and then for everything and everyone around us. On this channel, we are healing in heels, embracing softness, power, and purpose all at once. Becoming her takes more than beauty. I speak to the woman who wants it all: softness, success, love, elegance, and peace. I share real-life moments and honest, deep, raw reflections. A mix of lifestyle, self-development, self-love, healing, luxury, and soft feminine energy. Welcome to this girly and glamorous community, my love. Good morning, guys. Today is so exciting. I'm going to meet with a very nice dancer here in Dubai who will give me some private dance lessons. I'm so excited to start and to get some brand new nice moves for my music videos. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey ladies, welcome back to a new vlog. Today we are diving into Little Miss 1%, the woman who has the whole package, the woman we all want to become, the woman we all know, admire, and look up to on this channel. Today I'm taking you with me on my cozy week in my beautiful city, Dubai. While you are following my life on screen, I will be sharing my thoughts on what the ideal woman means to me. The woman who has it all. The woman I personally aspire to become. So these are the qualities that I want to integrate into my personality and into my life. Because on this channel, our goal is to become her for our own sake. Because we deserve to become the woman we never knew, the woman we never had in our own lives as a little girl. What about you? Do you know what your ideal self looks like? Who is your her? Well, this is my ideal her, and perhaps some of her values are ones you are ready to embody as well. And just to be clear, I am not a coach, I'm not a psychologist or a doctor. I'm simply a woman sharing my life, my deep thoughts, my knowledge, and my dreams with you. And babe, I really hope that you will subscribe and support my small little YouTube channel, which I'm working so hard on. It would mean the world to me and make a huge difference, believe me. And if you do, I promise to keep sharing vlogs that inspire and motivate you. So what if I told you that a Pinterest-friendly lifestyle with all the right girly habits, lots of flowers, the clean girl aesthetics, the perfect outfits, flawless no makeup look, and a picture perfect life post on social media every single day is not always what makes a woman Little Miss 1%. You can fake a lot in life, but high morals, strong ethics, discipline, and a backbone made of steel, that is, in my opinion, what places you on the top. So what is it that separates the women who gets everything from the women who are just surviving, taking the bare minimum from life, people, and men? What is the code? And can we all become that girl? Can we become her? Is it looks? Is it talent? Is it a sweet heart? Is it skills? Is it manipulation and game playing? What is it that makes some women have the undeniable X factor? Most women live emotionally undisciplined lives. They let their moods decide the habits, their trauma decide the standards, their fear decide their choices. They confuse femininity with passivity, softness with weakness, rest with avoidance. They say they want more, but they keep choosing comfort. Most women want to change without changing what they are doing. They want a different life, but keep the same habits, the same mindset, the same excuses, the same relationship, the same coping mechanisms, and then they wonder why nothing shifts and changes. But the 1% woman knows. She doesn't blame men. She doesn't blame society. She doesn't blame her past. She takes responsibility, not because it is fair, but because it is powerful and the only thing that is right to do, because we only have now. Becoming a 1% woman is not glamorous. It is actually very, very hard. It is quiet. It is repetitive. It is lonely before it is rewarding. It is waking up and choosing structure when chaos feels easier. It's keeping promises to yourself even when no one is watching. It is saying no even when you're scared of losing people you love. It is outgrowing versions of yourself you once survived as. It is realizing that not everyone deserves access to you, not even family and people you love. A 1% woman protects her energy. She doesn't overshare. She doesn't explain herself. She doesn't beg to be chosen. She chooses. Now it's time to go out and have a perfect date with my husband. We are going to meet with some friends, eat, and just have a wonderful day together. Every single day, we as women are fighting to be everything at once. A good mother, a good friend, a good colleague, a good girlfriend, a good wife, a good career woman. We are juggling so many roles at the same time, while also being expected to keep our house perfectly in order and clean and look like $1 million while doing it. So how do we become that woman, the woman I'm talking so much about on this channel? What does that woman mean to me, and what does she mean to you? What values and qualities does she have that we want? And well, are these women simply just special? Are they chosen? Or are the rest of us just unlucky? What are her habits? Because becoming that woman doesn't happen by coincidence. It happens by working towards it and evolving every single day. So babe, this is our transformation from girlhood to womanhood without losing the girl and the playfulness. We are simply becoming the woman we always needed. Ladies, we all have that one friend or person we once knew who seems to have the whole package. She looks good. She achieves all her dreams. She always stands out in every room. She is in control, thriving in all her eras. Funny, kind, smart, talented, beautiful, sexy, and lucky. She has the man, the life, the mind, and the career. She is the woman we all secretly want to be like because she succeeded in every aspect of life. And maybe you're sitting there thinking, that life isn't in my cards for me. I am not her. I've never been her, and I will never ever be her. But what if I told you that there are 9 things this wonderful woman has mastered, and that every single one of us can learn them? Because she is not born lucky. She is not better than you. She simply has a strategy. She has figured out the game of life, and we can too. Like the saying goes, don't hate the player, but hate the game. Remember, not everyone is meant to be a 1% woman because it requires sacrifice. And most women don't want to give everything up. But babe, if you're watching this and something inside of you feels uncomfortable, good. That is not insecurity. That is recognition. That's the part of you who knows you were made for more than just getting by. So the question is not, can you become a 1% woman? The question is, are you willing to disappoint people, outgrow comfort, and let your old identity die to finally become her? Because once you see the truth, there is no going back. So babe, if you want to grow and level up in life, I would truly love if you will subscribe to my channel. We are in this journey together. Let's grow together and let's walk this path side by side towards becoming her. So now let's dive into the core and the 9 habits and qualities of Little Miss 1%.
Guys, we are at this perfume store, which is my favorite. You can actually design your own perfume. It is so good. So let's go and make a perfume.
Number 1. Self-respect. Self-respect is where everything begins. A woman with self-respect does not break promises to herself. She keeps her word. To the world, yes, but most importantly, to herself. She does not place other people above herself. Not friends, not family, not a man. She respects everyone on the same level, including herself. She carries herself with high morals and strong ethics. She has clear values and she lives by them. She treats people the way she wants to be treated, with dignity, fairness, and grace. It doesn't matter who stands in front of her, a waiter, a billionaire, a celebrity. She offers the same respect to all, especially when no one is watching. Because self-respect is not a performance, it's character. She's warm, loving, caring, and deeply feminine. And when she is a host, she creates safety. Everyone around her feels seen, welcomed, and cared for. Her presence feels warm, grounded, intentional, but her softness is not weakness. She listens, she respects boundaries, she is kind. Good morning, guys. Today's outfit. Today we are going to Sharjah, which is a place here in Dubai, and we are going to take some photo in a rain studio. And afterwards, we're going to another studio, which is a professional video studio, because I really want to shoot a rain scene, and we need to see if we can book this studio. So yeah, let's go. It's time to find the perfume of the day. Let's see. Which one should we take? Ooh, okay, this one. This one is definitely one of my favorite. I bought this perfume 2 years ago, I think. No, sorry, this one my husband gave me. Because the other one, which one? This one. Ooh, this one I bought like long time ago, and I had it on my first date with my husband, and he loved the smell. And then I also wanted this one. Like, these 2 perfumes are just next level. I love them. So today I'm gonna be smelling like this the whole day. Let's go. But she does not tolerate disrespect. One mistake can be human. The second time is already a big warning and a big red flag. The third time, it is intentional, and she is done. Over, bye-bye. Even if walking away cost her everything, she chooses herself, because self-respect comes from self-trust. She shows up for herself every time, and that is how real confidence is built. Quiet, grounded, unshakable. She knows herself. She respects herself. She loves herself, and she would never betray herself. That is real power.
Here we are, guys. Look at this. I am so wet. But the show must go on.
Number 2. She knows how to carry herself in any settings. She is socially skilled and very good with people. She knows how to make an interest and how to carry a conversation in any situation. She can talk about business, fishing, fashion, babies, or the weather. Because she knows how to hold a conversation, show interest, and bring warmth. Even if she has nothing in common with someone, she can still engage, listen, and show interest. Most importantly, she is friendly and approachable. She smiles, asks questions, greets everyone, says hello, and moves with class and confidence among new faces. She's open, kind, and respectful. She dresses for the setting. She understands basic rules of etiquette and behavior. She knows how to sit gracefully in a sexy dress. And most of all, she knows when the sexy dress is appropriate and when it is not.
Look at this, guys. Look at how wet I am. And this is so cold. Oh my god. But it was so much fun to see it. It was so beautiful. It was definitely worth the visit. So here we go. And I don't have extra clothes with me. Ooh. Let's go. We did it. I am so wet. Oh my god, this was amazing. We shot the most perfect scene, and I have no clothes with me because I didn't think that I would be so wet. But it is what it is. We go all in when we film.
She has a very strong sense of basic human decency and ethics. She is very smart, and she understands how to open doors for herself and for others. And even if she is judged or excluded, she still knows how to behave with grace, respect, and class. She has real social and human intelligence. Number 3. She walks her talk. She is not just a daydreamer. She backs her words with action. She doesn't feel the need to announce her plans to everyone. She moves in silence and let the work speak for her. She does what she says she will do, because there is nothing more draining than someone who is always talking about what they're going to do. The next time you ask, they stopped. Oh, it was too hard. It took too much effort. Well, it wasn't what I thought it would be anyway. The 1% woman understands this. Ideas are easy. Execution is rare. And of course, everyone can change direction. We all have periods where we try, learn, and adjust. But the woman who is always changing direction every week, never finishing anything, never following through, never keeping her own word, she's unreliable. She is impulsive. She is impossible to trust, even with herself. She is the woman who talks about starting her 7th business, but never does it because it requires hard work. It requires more work than she imagined it. She is the woman who says, I will leave this disrespectful boyfriend or husband, but stays because she's afraid of being alone. She chooses pleasure and impulsivity over self-respect. She has everything in her mouth, but nothing in her actions. And deep down, she knows it. But a 1% woman, she proves things to herself, not to the world. She doesn't chase validation. She doesn't over-explain. She doesn't perform. She simply becomes reliable to herself. And when you can trust yourself, the world starts to trust you. That is what it means to truly walk your talk. Number 4. Emotional control. She has control over her emotions. She has a strong gut feeling, is connected to her feminine energy, and listens to herself without being ruled by her emotions. She keeps things very private and does not share all her dirty laundry with people or social media. She does not post painful quotes about her ex. She is very selective about who she shares her private life with. But she is very open and honest and lets you in. But it takes a lot before you are allowed all the way in, where you truly know her, for real. And only a few people are allowed that access. She does not overshare with anyone. She is mature and honest, and she shares nothing too private about her relationship problems or challenges, husband or boyfriend problems. Nobody knows, not even with her family and friends, because she knows it would harm her. And most of all, she will never share intimate detail or other deeply private matters. She only shares what she knows she can and wants to stand behind. Because she prioritizes a strong marriage. Because she understands and knows that a partner is one of the most important choices you will ever make. Your partner can make you or break you. That is why she works on her emotions, and that is why she controls the impulse to overshare when things are difficult and hard. She works with herself and with her emotions so she can be her husband's peace. But she still allows herself to feel real emotions, to be sad, and she knows how to express them in a way that makes the other person listen and receive them. She knows how to make her husband understand her, and people understand the emotion and the issue, because she really wants to fix the problem. So when she opens her mouth and speaks, she is listened to and taken seriously. She is heard. And this one was so hard, and it's still very hard for me myself, because my background didn't teach me that, and I really had to learn this. I am still not there where I want to be, but this was so hard for me because I was never told this. I never knew about this. I was just over-expressing myself and thought that emotions are important and I need to say everything that I have in my mind. But the power is to don't do that. Because a healthy relationship helps us become successful. If you have chosen the right one, of course. And when you have chosen the right partner, your feelings will be respected. I promise. You will never have the need to make a big scene and be dramatic just to be seen, loved, or held. It will happen naturally. So emotional control is a woman's greatest weapon in every era, in my humble opinion. Number 5. She cares about her appearance. She trains and takes care of her appearance. She prioritizes her sleep and knows what is best for her body as a woman. She works with her body, not against it. She takes care of her skin. And yes, sunscreen ladies, that is rule number 1 when it comes to anti-aging.
We're home, guys. We had so much fun. It was perfect.
She understands that how you are seen matters. She knows how to dress herself, how to smell good, and she knows how to walk in heels. She takes care of her skin, her nails, and her teeth. She chooses her best outfit every single day. Her appearance and her outfit says a lot about who she is, and she knows it. She also invests in some quality products, but she doesn't chase brands or logos. She dresses for her body shape. She can wear a dress that costs $7 or a dress that costs $7,000. What matters to her is whether it's flattering her, whether she loves it, and whether it fits her, the event, her image, and her personal brand. Guys, I bought some online stuff. Let's see what it is. I did a lot of shopping. A music video and stuff, and my husband is looking it over. Oh my god. Take care of it, baby. Okay, try this one on. Try this one. No, not that way. You have to put this one on first. This one, and then you put the other one on top. Okay, it's the same guy. I need to help him. Oh yeah, okay. Wow. And she really knows what flatters her, what colors suits her, and her skin tone. What highlights her curves and her best features, what makes her look the best. So her appearance works for her, not against her. She can be feminine and sexy, a full bombshell, a boss babe, a sporty spice, or a classy lady. She is the perfect date for a business meeting, the perfect girl to bring home to meet your mother and grandmother, the perfect woman to go camping with the kids, and the perfect woman to go out with. She has class and refinement. She understands the game of pretty privilege and knows how to use it to her advantage. And she's not always on a diet. She has a healthy lifestyle. She eats good and nutritious food about 90% of the time, and the remaining 10% she allows herself to enjoy life, because in the end of the day, she is human, not a robot, and not perfect. Number 6. She is willing to change. She is willing to change direction, shift course, start over, make mistakes, fail, apologize, and admit when she made the wrong choice. She takes responsibility for her actions and acknowledges her mistakes. She is not afraid of being judged, and she does not care about what others think of her. She only cares about what she thinks of herself and the person that matters. She has no interest in gossip and will never ever speak badly about others. Other people's success inspire her and motivate her to level up her own game. And she loves to share her own success tips with others. She is not afraid to give or to share. She loves giving to others and really enjoys seeing other people succeed. She is deeply committed to personal growth and loves learning new things in life. She is a student of life. Everything sparks her curiosity. She wants to level up in every era of her life. She does not stagnate or stay stuck for long periods of time. Yes, she has setbacks, well, like all of us, but she uses them to her advantage. She allows herself to cry and feel low for a short while, and then she rises again. Because she has mastered both feminine and masculine energy, she allows herself to feel deeply and sit with her emotions during hard times, and then she taps into her healthy masculine energy to turn the pain into productivity. She wants to learn, and she does not see herself as better or smarter than others. In fact, the more she grows, the more she realizes how much she still doesn't know at all. So she is so committed to learning and evolving in life. And she never ever competes or compares with other women. She only competes with the one she was yesterday. Number 7. Educates herself about finances. She knows where her money goes, has savings and thinks long term. She does not live impulsively. She plans ahead, has a strategy, and she is not broke. She never reaches the end of the month without money or food. She spends what she has, not what she doesn't, and she is never in debt. She is in control of her money. Even if she has a partner who provides, she does not spend recklessly on shopping. She saves, sets money aside, uses both her own and her partner's money wisely. And this is also something a good man really values, knowing that he has a woman who does not waste the money he has worked so hard for. And of course, we also shop and treat ourselves, but everything in moderation, ladies. We all love beautiful things. Well, I do. But spending without limits or financial awareness is a major red flag, at least in my book. And I personally come from a background where money was scarce, especially after my father passed away. Having a parent who did not understand finances and actually still lives in survival mode month to month made me deeply afraid of the future from a very young age. By the age of 14, I had already learned how to budget for food. I had to step into a parental role, take control at home, and make sure there was enough money for us to eat and for the rest of the month. And this experience definitely shaped me. And it also taught me that financial awareness is not about greed, it's about security, freedom, and peace. Number 8. She says no. She is not a people pleaser. And honestly, this one is the hardest lesson for me. She understands how demanding people pleasing is both for her physical and mental health, and how harmful it is to ignore your body and soul just to keep others comfortable. And myself, I come from a lot of personal trauma, which I have spoken about openly on this vlog channel, especially growing up with a narcissistic parent, feeling alone, and having my siblings turned against me in a power game. And because of that, I had to work deeply on setting boundaries and learning to say no. My entire life, I was told I was the bad child, simply for not pleasing or obeying the narcissist.
Look at these crazy cars.
And if you want to hear more about that, you can watch my vlog, The Scapegoat Child. I link in the description. But a 1% woman, she says no and she does the hard work. She works through her trauma and her past, and she does not allow old wounds to direct or control her life. So she is willing to lose those who do not respect her no. And this applies to everyone: friends, family, partners, siblings, even her own children. Because she understands the same rule they tell you on a plane. If you want to save the people you love, you must put your own oxygen mask on first. And she does that without guilt. Lastly, number 9. She has a plan and she is specific about her goals. Here we are, ladies, you know me, I love plans. So yeah, this girl, she has routines and systems that supports her journey. You know, I talk a lot about this on my channel. I am a to-do list and yearly plan kind of woman in real life. Because when we write things down and have a clear plan, we can release it from our mind and let it go and be in our feminine energy. And the work becomes organized, and all we girls have to do is follow the plan we made. So she is disciplined. She does not compromise on what she eats, who she spends time with, what she consumes on social media, or where she places her time and energy. She understands that everything she consumes affects her. That is why she is so selective and protective of who she allows into her space and into her inner circle. Not because she is arrogant or thinks she's better than others, but because she knows how deeply her environment shapes her goals and the woman she is becoming. And this girl, she is intentional about what she feeds her body, her soul, and her time with. She optimizes every aspect of her life, and not in a controlling way, but in a purposeful way, because she knows what is best for her. And as we talked about at step 1, everything always comes back to self-respect. That is her foundation. She knows how to manage her time in order to reach her dreams and follow through on her plans. She has daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly goals. And most of all, she sticks to the plan. She is open though to adjustment and improvements. But she does not change her goals based on other people's opinion or outside noise. She may change direction if it serves her for the better, but she never abandons the vision and the goal. So she shows up for her plan every single day. Done with today's makeup. Guys, changing the dress. I didn't feel so comfortable in the other one, so this will be the dress. So my beautiful love, I truly hope this inspired you to want more for yourself. Remember, this is a lifelong journey. We don't become a 1% woman overnight. We work for it. And sometimes we fall back into old habits and patterns. And when that happens, it's not about staying down and focusing on the fall. It's about getting back on the horse, choosing yourself again, and continuing forward. Because you can, and you decided to do that.
Obsessed with upgrading my life, growing, glowing, getting things done, putting myself first, manifesting my goals. I'm a magnet for wealth and health. I deserve this, I earned this, I'm worth it. I'm finally the woman that I always need. I deserve this, I built this, I worked for it. If you were a friend, you had to know me again. One thing that remains the same is my name. Different mindset, different game. Like a snake shedding its skin. Goddamn, new mindset, new game. Living my best life, cheers to the good life. Living my best life, cheers to the good life. Living my best life, cheers to the good life. Living my best life, this is my time. Obsessed with the good life, it's time for me to shine, to grow and glow. No, you don't know what I've been through, baby, I don't show. Work, I'm gonna work. Success is built with smart work, so I'm gonna work.
Here I am, guys, ready to meet with my husband. This is today's outfit. I love this, classy, and yeah.
Obsessed with the good life, it's time for me to shine, to grow and glow. No, you don't know what I've been through, baby, I don't show. Work, I'm gonna work. Success is built with smart work, so I'm gonna work. Work like a false break work. So many snakes activate, try to hit my brains. I celebrate, you want a piece of cake. I can also be a big nasty snake. If I see my skin, I go for the win. I deserve this, I earned this, I'm worth it. I'm finally the woman that I always need. I
guys. The restaurant is called Moena, right?
Yes.
And this is the place. We are the first ones to arrive.
So thank you so much for watching, girl. And like I said earlier, it would mean the world to me and make a huge difference for my small channel if you will subscribe and like, so we can grow together and spread love, hope and good energy online, especially in times like this. I hope you watch the next video showing up on the screen right now, which is one I truly recommend if you, like me, want to grow, evolve and become her. Love and kisses from your girl Annella.